Welcome to Rhian's Top Tips for Cost-Effective Training. My name is Rhian Broadhurst and I am the Business Development Lead at the Train Initiative. I'd like to take a minute to tell you all a little bit more information about what we do here at the Train Initiative and some tips and tricks to financially make the most of your desired training courses. We understand the unique challenges employers face training their individual staff and the difficulties ensuring that you still have sufficient cover, that the training is cost-effective and suitable to your organisation's needs. What is internal training? Before we discuss the advantages of providing your staff with in-house training, I'd like to simply clarify what internal training is. Internal training are educational courses that involve using a company's expertise, resources and facilities. The learning is typically catered towards employees, learning the ropes of your business and tailored to scenarios your business would face on a day-to-day basis. My first top tip for cost-effective training is identify your learning needs. What knowledge and skills are you looking for your employers to gain? You need to think carefully on the expertise of work you want your team to improve on. Getting training not required for your employees will be inefficient. However, internal training makes this simple to grasp because the knowledge can be perfectly tailored to you. Within in-house training, you and your team can tailor the resources to meet specific needs and goals of your business. When you rely on someone else's training materials, you do not have as much control. As a result, employees might return with information that is irrelevant and end up lacking the skills they need to perform their jobs well. My second top tip for cost-effective training is decide on the most effective delivery type for you, whether that be face-to-face, virtual or e-learning. Again, depending on your field of work, you may feel that in-person or electronic training is better suited to your company. As society is evolving, there are multiple variations of internal training available to you. Do your research, weigh up all your options and make your decision. Regardless of the genre of internal training you desire, I believe that it increases convenience. It is more appropriate to train your employees at your office than sending them off-site to training sessions, and it fits with their regular work hours. Therefore, eventually increasing the cost effectiveness of your company. My third top tip is choose your training provider carefully, having completed your due diligence to ensure that the provider has knowledge and skills that are required. When deciding which provider to trust your training with, you must guarantee that they have the right skills and knowledge you require to be passed on to your team. Having chosen your desired provider, this confirms the low budget, high quality training approach. Internal training is immensely cost effective in the long run. Of course, there are initial costs when providing an individual with the specialist skill set. However, once trained, your employee is now qualified to deliver that information internally. This eradicates the possibility of employees having to attend an off-site training conference and ensures no time is being wasted and productivity is the focus. Also, the cost per delegate is typically less when compared to sending the same number of employees on a public open course. My fourth top tip is book training to suit your work timetable, maximising the number you can make available to make your training cost effective. I understand it is sometimes challenging to guarantee all of your staff are available for the same training session. However, in order to maximise the cost effectiveness of your training, it will be beneficial for you to figure out a day where this can be possible. In a logical sense, having all your staff gain the correct knowledge in one training session will eradicate the possibility of extra sessions and eventually costing your company more money. My fifth top tip is review how training went with your staff and ensure they have benefited from the training. Talk with your team, discuss what they have believed to be helpful or useful. Did your team have any disadvantages regarding the training? Just like with everything, some may believe there are several disadvantages to internal training. Internal training might be not taken as seriously, and employees might just turn up to have a break from their job or turn up as the course is running on another day compared to going off-site. A member of your team may find with internal training there are no networking opportunities, whereas attending a course with delegates from other companies allows networking and learning from one another. If a high member of your team is present on the course, they might discover that it becomes an extra administration burden. Making sure you have suitable training room, equipment, trainer and parking. Questioning your team on training sessions certifies that you are not wasting any money on unprofitable training in the long run. My sixth top tip for cost-effective training, and the most obvious of all tips, is use the Train Initiative. We are cost effective. Get in contact with myself or any other member of our team to understand all the options available to you. We also have free consultation available for you. We can meet with you to discuss your training needs and write bespoke courses that work to reinforce and enhance your organisation's policies and procedures. We can also support your needs by conducting a training needs analysis. By following this process, we can identify gaps in employee skills and training, and that training can address. I would like to tell you about how Trainer course has benefited one of our clients, Orchard House. They have used our in-house services and found by undertaking additional training for selected staff, combined with mandatory annual training schedule, they have now been able to take 80% of their training in-house. This offers a variety of benefits to them. Training that is tailored around their work policies and practices, fully flexible training schedule due to not being reliant on a third-party timetable, massive cost savings not requiring to bring in any external trainers. And for those that have been given the additional responsibility for training, their satisfaction has been improved as they feel well invested in the organisation, as well as the organisation investing in them. This is most likely going to help with staff retention. In the current climate, the fewer visitors to sites, such as care homes, only further protects the vulnerable individuals from exposure to COVID, amongst any other illnesses. Another client of ours, Home Instead, have trialled our on-demand service and has found this very beneficial. Our on-demand training allows you to attend training anytime and anywhere, meaning employees can take control of their learning at a time and pace to suit them. Domiciliary care companies share many of the same issues as residential and nursing, but due to the nature of the work, often being lone working, the cost of hiring external trainers can be vast due to the struggle to free up sufficient individuals to make it cost effective. Having internal trainers again allows the company to train at their own time, incorporating their own policies and practices into the training and helping set high standard for all staff within the organisation.